Welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna go quick over what I'm going to be doing to the Cummins as far as supplying air for all that fuel that I'm gonna be shoving in there. Not really all that much, but keeping it conservative and economical, but making it run the way it should. That's the idea of this whole motor. This is the stock turbo, but it's a slight upgrade from the stock turbo. This is an WH1C, because it's got a wastegate on it. This turbo is in perfect shape. There's a little bit of play, but nothing that's gonna be like, oof, I wouldn't run that. But if I'm putting, and I'll get to that one in the future video of what I'm gonna be doing fuel-wise, but this is just turbo. 54 millimeter inducer, and what I got to upgrade it, because it ain't gonna be enough air for the fuel that I want to put in. I got a package, and you've probably seen the short of that I put on there, I don't know, a month ago, month and a half, I don't remember. I got a turbo kit to make this into something real cool. And this is what it came with. This is from Turbo Labs USA. Really smart guy. I've watched a lot of his YouTube stuff, and he's got some really cool stuff on there. So I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to be doing, what this will do. And oh shoot, this thing's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. You should buy one just to put on your shelf. It comes with a new compressor housing. Because look at this beautiful billet inducer wheel. I think it's very pretty. I want to buy a second one just to have it, just to look at it, because this guy makes some really nice stuff. It is balanced. You can tell because it's shaved a little bit right here. So this thing is balanced and ready to go. When I get this all taken apart, I'm going to do a weight comparison and see what it compares. This one is 54 millimeters. This is 62 millimeters. A lot bigger, 8 millimeters. That's a lot more air. And you have to have this new housing because it fits the curvature here, and it fits real nice. Man, it's just, I love opening it and looking at it every once in a while. I'm gonna be keeping the stock exhaust housing. I'm not changing anything in there. It's just from here up. That's what I'm going to be changing out, everything in there. And then he's got a whole rebuild kit, all the stuff that you need to do. It changes the bushings in here because the bushings were strong enough to handle what this does stock, but it's not strong enough to do anymore. So there's some upgraded bushings in there. From what I read, I might have to do some machining, I might not have to. We'll find out. I don't know. I'm learning along with you guys. So if I learn, then you don't have to learn. Then you can just follow what I do and see me make my mistakes. So it came with that kit. Another bushing. We're going to find out what this is. Spacer, whatever. The idea of this kit is it takes your H1C, which is a little bit smaller than an HX30. No, smaller than an HX35. And then now you're going to be converting it to a HX35, HX40 hybrid. So doing that, you're going to get the spool speed of a 35, but the torque of a 40, kind of right in between there. And in a ways, I'd compare it to a 40. If you're, well, going to guns here, 40 caliber. Some people like the 9, some people like the 45. Well, you put that right in between, you get a 40, and that's perfect in between. And that's what this kind of is. Maybe it won't be good at anything. It won't be fast, and it won't have as much torque. But I think this is going to be really nice. We're going to see how it does. So this is Turbo Labs USA who put this whole kit together, and it's beautiful. I love looking at it. look at some of his stuff. He doesn't just do Cummins. He's got all sorts of stuff, BMWs and all that stuff. He's got a ton of stuff on his YouTube. Go ahead and check him out. And very affordable. I think this kit was something around $400. That's cheap. The way I figure, I had to buy this turbo on Facebook Marketplace. Well, the deal I found, I got it on Facebook Marketplace because when I bought my engine, it did not come with a turbo. One more part to pull out. This is what I'm going to be mounting it on. This one's a DPS 3-piece exhaust manifold, and the idea is it all collects to the middle in its own way, separate channels, reducing turbo lag, EGTs, and if anything happens, it splits here. It doesn't break your head. So I'm mixing this with this turbo, and I bought these two pieces. So this is a $600 manifold. I bought this manifold and the turbo for $600. Figure you can't lose. And the turbo spun pretty good, so I know everything's going to be good inside. So that was kind of a win. I've been looking for this setup here for 6 months. I finally found it. So I kind of jumped on it. And I wasn't going to nag him for the price because he probably lost a little bit of money on it. So, but there it is. That's what I'm doing. So eventually I'll be doing a video of me converting all of this over, and so that you can see what I'm doing. What I'd love to is in the future, when this is all done, I'd like to see if I could find someone in the South Fresno area, if you're watching, of California. If you've got a first-gen Cummins that's 100% stock, I'd love to put it up against my truck when it's all done, just to see if all the things that I'm doing, if I'm up to something right. So I'm just curious. So that's the air portion of this build, and it'll continue into a second part when I put that kit all together. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this is informational. Hope this gives someone else ideas on what they can do.